Hi everyone, my name is Jo and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another monthly reading. This month is going to be October that we're focusing on, and I'm so excited to be doing this reading for you guys. So obviously the theme of this reading is the theme of this, reading this time is coins. So we have the dollar coin here, a doubloon. I love doubloons. I had an aspiration as a child to be a pirate, but obviously that never happened, and I'm kind of still hurt by it, but it's okay because life continues on and you never know what life has for you later on, so whatever. And we have an ching coin right here. And I chose coins because October is about the harvest and stuff, and having just a bountiful time, and it's definitely pulling into the Pentacles aspect of tarot. And so yeah, I also want to note that I will be using the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. We have this, I just pulled the guidebook, but this is what the front looks like. I adore this deck, and I thought it was fitting since Halloween is coming up. If you didn't know, if you couldn't tell, October is my favorite month. It has literally everything that I could ever want in it, except for my birthday. But it's okay because, we can't win them all, you know what I mean? And for, our oracle pulls, I am going to be using the Seed and Sickle oracle deck. This is what it looks like. And since I'm doing this in the evening and I feel like fall is definitely a dusk vibe, I'm going to be using the Dusk guidebook instead of the Dawn guidebook. If you don't know, in this oracle deck, it does come with two guidebooks with different interpretations. They're usually just slightly different between one and the other. And yeah, so if I do end up using the guidebook, it will be the Dusk one for this. So, and it's purple, all it's purple, and I'm literally I love reading cards so much. Okay, so but before we get into it, I am going to pull a card for the whole group, just to see where we're all at energetically and how this October is going to be for all of us, what major theme is going to be playing all across the board. So let's see, that's easy. The poppy. Ooh, this is so good for freaking Halloween. Oh my gosh. So usually when people see poppy, they're very skeptical about it because it's that's where you get opium from, and it's kinda not really fun, but it's also fun in a good way. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, when I look at this, I'm seeing more so death in a good way, you know what I mean? It's kind of grieving a time that's lost, coming into a space where you have to just let go and move on. This is you're basically moving forward from wherever you're at. So if you were in if you were participating in last month's reading, then this is definitely something that you can look forward to. You're moving on, you're moving forward. Every single one of those decks has something that they can move, they can look towards, you know what I mean? Let's see what this says. It says, no matter how small or old these unresolved feelings may be, take them out and examine them, enjoy their better memories, and then move forward free of any negative feelings that might be holding you back. So this is definitely a very good time to be doing a mental detox, and stuff, and just practicing self-care, specifically letting go, just practicing your own freedom in the sense that you are removing yourself from an attachment of some sorts. And yeah, I'm very excited to see how this plays into everyone's reading. We're going to keep in mind that this is going to be the theme for everyone's reading. And so yeah, let's see how that ties into it and how everyone else is like doing. So we're going to be doing the dollar coin first. And yeah, I will have chapters down below if you want to skip to your card or whatever. And if you just want to watch all the way through and be like nosy like me, then, you know, you can just watch all the way through too. But yeah, we're going to start with the dollar coin, and I will see you guys when it's your turn. Okay, yeah, so dollar coin people. We have 5 of presents, which is the 5 of pentacles. We have justice here, interessante. We have 9 of needles, which is swords. And then we have the reverse 4. Is that 4 or 6? Yeah, that's 6 of potions, which is cups. Now, this is very interesting, and I'm seeing a lot of back and forth. And I don't know how I feel about that, especially since now we know that our base for all of our readings, but specifically this one, is the poppy. So let's start off with the 5 of pentacles. So here we're like looking at a little bit of scarcity, maybe like not in the sense that you're feeling like financially like scarce or something, or money is kind of tight. Maybe you've gone over budget or something like that, but it's not like scarce like in the sense that like you have no money, you're going broke, and you're not you're not doing anything, you know what I mean? But it's more so like maybe you've gone over budget, maybe you're just like in between jobs or something like that. Don't worry, you don't have to file for bankruptcy. It's okay. But also, there's a sense of childness to it, like a childlike memory may have popped up, and it's causing you to like impact your money decisions, or maybe it's causing you like some mental turmoil, and you kind of have to go through it, and you don't want to go through it, but you have to go through it. It's being brought up for a reason. Like, these things are being brought up for a reason, and you do have to you have to keep going forward. If you look at the actual card of 5 of coins, or 5 of pentacles, then you will see that there is this sort of movement. Even in here, there are wheels, and even though the duck is looking back, we are going forward in sense of movement. Even if we're going like, you know, this way, we are still going forward. And even to attest the duck going backwards, like looking back but still going forward, it is something that has to do with your past. And this is something that definitely affects where you are in terms of, I want to say like material things, like, if it's not material in the sense that it's like money, then it's material in the sense of like your comfort, your home, and like things of that nature. So it's basically regarding your safety, and like, is very giving much domestic, if that makes sense. So this is what it's affecting, and we see in justice that kind of is brought to light, and you need, like, you're going to deal with it, and justice is going to be brought upon, like, whether it's you know, favoring you or favoring like whoever else is in like this situation with you. Justice will be served. And you kind of just have to accept the truth. We see that this has like an emotional, well, all of this is really emotional except for justice. We see that we have an emotional base, but you need to make sure that you're able to see things with an open and non-judgmental eye. And you should be able to get the best or get the most out of this during your second week of October. Let's look at this. Let's look at this 9 of needles, 9 of swords. What's screaming to me is that you are like all of your nightmares, all of your worst fears and stuff are coming up during this time, and you did not let go of what was being brought up. Maybe this is a childhood trauma that has been brought into the light, and you're discovering that it does hold some truth, and that's why you're in like this predicament and stuff. So you're putting these things together, but it's causing you to be very triggered and very just out there, and not really in a good headspace at all. And we see that, and you're still not in a good headspace, but you're very much not in fear at this point. You know what I mean? Like, instead you're acting out of fear. I would advise against that. I would, again, try to hold whatever clarity you got here and move it into the next week, and just try to keep a clear head. But we do see that you are going to not have any clarity at all mentally during this week, except for here. But you are going to have justice. Maybe this is something like, you have like a childhood friend that like came up and you're just like, oh yeah, like we're besties now, but, or maybe something tragic happened to them and you're having like all these things like just come up and come up and come up. It could not be, it could also be, again, just like a memory from your childhood, a feeling, something like that, or, just something from your childhood is coming up and it's impacting you in a way that is causing you to be unwell, like mentally and emotionally. So I would prioritize self-care in the sense and just try to let go as much as possible, try to heal, and just continue to move through this pain, move through this fear, through this emotion and the memory or memories that are popping up during this time. If you have like some sort of mental illness, like if you have like depression or if you have bipolar disorder or something like that, then this is definitely like LO for you. You are going to have an episode. I'm so sorry, or something close to it. I'm so sorry that you're going through this, but don't worry, because I go through it too. I might not go through this, because October is my favorite month and I have like a lot going on, not to brag or something, but I do have depression and it does hit in like the worst of times and stuff. So yeah, I do understand where you're going from it. If you ever need to talk, slide into my DMs, it's all good. But definitely keep up with your support system during this time. Again, during the last week, we are going to have a lot of mental, like, disorganization, I guess, especially revolving with the mind. It's going to be like you're trying to get through it, like you're almost going to be in a cloud-like state, if that makes sense. You're going to be trying to go through it like you're doped up on opium. I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube, but I hope I can. Anyway, you're going to be in this very much not like, it's going to be kind of hazy for you this week, and it's going to be feeling like kind of like nostalgia, like you're living through it again, or you're experiencing it again, in a way that is not very good for you. It's not going to be detrimental, but it's not like you're actively living in the past here. So my advice now, before I move on to oracle cards, is to just try to really keep your mind as clear as possible. It's going to be very hazy, very cluttered, very disorganized in there for a while during this whole month. And I would suggest prioritizing your healing and very much just like your mental health during this time. So journaling is especially what I'm going to be suggesting, because that helps me so much when it comes to, keeping my mental in check, especially when I'm having some clarity issues. I would also recommend, let me actually grab this because I wanted to come out. I would also recommend working on your crown and your your third eye chakra, as well as your root, because your root's going to be messed up as well during this. But again, we're going to focus on mental clarity and stuff, but you also still want to make sure that that root is okay. So crown chakra, third eye, and your root chakra if you can. Wear lots of reds, take a lot of grounding crystals with you. Amethyst is really good for mental clarity as well. But yeah, like clear quartz, some like brachiated jasper would be good, and obsidian, obviously. And smoky quartz would be phenomenal actually for all of this. So if you have smoky quartz, keep it on you, please, please, please. And your oracle card is the ragwort. What does that mean? I don't know. I've never actually seen this ever in my life. But we do have 3 and 6 here, which is incomplete of the 3, 6, 9, which, if you know me, means that we're not finished here. Or if you know the number, it means that we're not finished here. We have a lot of work to do still in order of, like, you know, for manifestation, for completion, for stuff like that. So, yeah, just hang in there, I guess. Oh my gosh, there we are. Okay. So it says, no matter how far you walk, your footsteps are being tangled up with weeds, slowing you down and obscuring your path. These weeds are your regrets and guilty conscience, which you have been carrying for years without ever learning from them. Wallowing in negative feelings without ever seeking to redeem yourself may feel good in the moment, but eventually they will overcome you and engulf you entirely. Break free and learn to embrace and move on from these feelings. So this is basically exactly what we said. You need to move on, and these things are coming up. You've been holding it on for a long time ago. This is something like you have been just literally just pushing down, and it might not be because you want to just not have that feeling or something. It could be something that has been from like your childhood or something like that in the past that you genuinely just cannot, like, maybe you were told to push that down, like maybe you were told to be ashamed of it or something like that, but every time, you know, it's a part of you still, and every time that you're confronted with that part of yourself, instead of accepting it and learning how to navigate through life with it like you've done every other part of yourself, you're constantly suppressing it and suppressing it. Well, this has popped back up and you are forced to confront it. This is what this Justice card is doing right now. You are recognizing that this is what's going on. Like, okay, well, this is from my childhood. I recognize that, whatever. But this is also the universe telling you that you need to deal with your shit. You know what I mean? This is also the universe telling you that you can't hide from it any longer. The truth has to come out, and it has come out, and it's time for you to face it. And so that's what we have going on. And again, this is your reading. I know it's hard and you have to go through it. You just have to. I hope that you do this properly and take this, I hope that you take this period of your life seriously, in terms that, like, well, what I mean is that, like, you do the work that is being presented to you instead of just, again, suppressing it and hoping that it will go away. You need to, it's going to be hard work. I know it's going to be hard, but you need to do a lot of journaling, a lot of figuring things out, and you need to probably do like a mental detox and a rewiring of your brain. Another way, well, some ways that you can do that are guided meditations and subliminals, which I do offer both on my shop. If you want a custom one, I can make you both a custom subliminal and a custom guided meditation. I do both of those. And You don't have to be like associated with any one of my courses or any one of my things. You just pop it up, buy it in the shop, and specify your need or whatever, and you know, just buy it and then it'll be fulfilled. But if you are interested in anything that revolves around this, then I do have some things up on my shop, but they're not necessarily like for the specific situation. So I would definitely would recommend getting something custom for me if that's the route that you want to go. If not, I would recommend, again, journaling, listening to calming music, especially that have to do with the root chakra specifically, and then third eye, and then your crown. I would focus on really primarily your third eye and your root chakra, but also third eye. And your crown could come, like, if you're working on that, you just so happen to, you know, to go through that, and you're like, okay, well, let me just, you know, complete that process, then that's fine too as well. But you definitely need to focus on your root. Again, wear reds, wear like black and stuff, wear grounding colors like brown, and, you know, feel grounded, spend some time in nature if you can, because all of this, you're going to be very headsy, and you're not gonna make decisions that are in good clarity. So I would avoid making life-changing decisions besides going through this and fixing your shit. I would avoid making life-changing decisions during October, and I would wait until the month after, or maybe even the next year, if like it doesn't get better for you afterwards. But yeah, that is your reading. And I hope that things get better soon. And I know that you have the strength to go through it. I know that's why you're watching this video, because you're getting a little heads up. And you will have the strength to go through it. So I want you to know that I believe in you, that I'm here for you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And we'll go on to the next group. Okay, dabloon group, this is your reading for the month of October. Again, I love dabloon, so I hope that this is a good reading or very informational for you, because it would be off-brand for me to not have the dabloon be like the best reading in the group. So we have 2 of candles, which is 2 of wands. We have, 8 of potions with this, which is 2 of cups. We have the lovers reversed, and then we have the Hierophant. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so this energy is really giving something is wrong, and you need to change paths quick. Not in the sense that it's like dire or something, but it's definitely like you're not feeling as if you're in the right space and time. You know what I mean? Like things are kind of off, like within your life, and we see the lovers here, so definitely within your love life as well. Or it could just be like with someone that you love, not necessarily like, you know, a significant other or something like that, but you know, something is wrong, and you're starting to notice that you have choices you need to make. And that's what we're starting with your first week of October, which is the 2 of candles, which is the 2 of wands. You are making a decision. You are going somewhere, okay? You have 2 different paths that you can take, and you know that you can either continue on the one that you're on, which is giving you some sense of unfulfillment, like you are not being fulfilled in any sort of way, and things are kind of starting to fall apart, or you can take this new path. You don't know where it will lead you, but you know that it will probably be better than where you're at right now. So you can either play Mrs. or Mr. Fix-It, or you can try and do something that will work for you, you know, instead of you working for something else, you know, like working for your life. Instead of working for your life will work for you, and life will just be so much easier if you go that way. So that's what's happening in the first week. You're realizing that things are just not where they need to be, and in the second week you're like, okay, well, I'm seeing this everywhere, you know what I mean? So we have the Eight of Potions here, which is the Eight of Cups. Maybe you've manifested something, and this could be like the path that you were supposed to take, the path that you were, I don't know, like told to take. You've manifested this. Something came into your life that you thought that you wanted, but it's not exactly what you expected, not exactly what you preferred or something like that. It's not what you were looking forward to, just overall not what you expected. And you have some sort of disappointment with this, and you're like, okay, well, I thought that I wanted this. I thought that, you know, this is, you know, the path for me, but turns out it's not. And this is why you need to make these choices, because you're like, oh, I thought I wanted this, I wanted that, I thought I wanted that. But is that actually what you thought, or was that what you were told to think? Were you told that you wanted to do this? Were you told that you wanted to fulfill this? Were you told that you want to work as this? You know, these are things that kind of like you just have to go back and realize, or truly think about, like what it is that your soul wants. What is your soul purpose? What is your destiny? And how will your heart be fulfilled? We see that it's not fulfilled currently with the Lovers reversed. Look, leave that man alone. I saw this TikTok recently about this like Southern lord. She's like, don't you, I don't know. It was something very funny.
Don't you dare get naked for that motherfucker or ride his dangalanga, okay?
Anyway, so this is very much giving the same energy. And whether or not you're with a man or woman or whoever you're with, that relationship is not working out. And it's not working out in the sense that like it could just be like maybe they cheated or something, or maybe you know, you're just not compatible, but you're like the relationship is kind of still good in a way. Like you're just kind of waiting for each other to leave, at the sense like you're comfortable in it, but it's not love anymore. Like it's not the type of fairy tale love that you deserve or want, and stuff like it's just not what you dreamed about, and you need to let go. But both of you are just kind of together for the sake of being together, you know what I mean? So again, these are just things that are going on in your life, and I'm feeling like all of these are like coexisting within the other. It's very much blended for you. Like this whole month is pretty much blended for you. It's basically just about figuring all this out and figuring which path to take, which choice to make. And we have the Hierophant here, which if you don't have, well, I hope you do, that you have like a trusted advisor that you can go to, like you have a mentor or something. Maybe you have like a best friend that you can go to who's always right about your situations, even when you don't want them to be. Go to them. If you have a spiritual advisor, go to them. If you don't, go to me, because I am one. If you do feel called to do that, then we can discuss that. But yeah, if you know, have like, I don't know, a parent or a grandparent, or maybe even the mayor, because this is the mayor of whatever the town is called, I forget, but Halloween Town. I don't think it's called Halloween Town. But yeah, that is the mayor and Nightmare Before Christmas. But you know, if you have a trusted official, oh my gosh, if you have a trusted person that you can go to, a therapist would even be good. Please go to them, because you're not going to be able to make this decision by yourself. I mean, you can absolutely do so, but you do want like an outside view, like an outside perspective on the situation, so that you can make the right choice and make sure that you make this person the right person for you. You know what I mean? You can't just like pick a person and be like, okay, like this is what's going on. I'm feeling like I'm living a life that's not mine, and I need some help to rearrange and reorganize things so that I'm back on the right track. It can't just be some random person. You need someone that will be there for you, that knows you, and if they don't know you in the way that they need to, that at least has the mental clarity, the emotional detachment, I guess, or mental I don't know, something like enough separation from you and your situation to where they're able to give you advice clearly. So again, like a therapist, a spiritual advisor, or something like that. That would be the most ideal. Or again, a best friend. Maybe they don't like put up with any BS, and they're like, if there's something wrong, I'm going to tell you. And they're like that type of person. That would be great for this. But make sure that you have someone on your corner, on your side, that helps you, that will like actually give you good advice, because that's what you need during this time. You don't want anything that just like, you know, keeps you in this comfortable state, because we know that we need to move on. We need to let go and let God, basically. We need to let go and let God. So let's pull from your oracle deck. Well, my oracle deck. We'll see what card that one wants to come out. Thanks. Does not want to wait to come out either. Okay, Aconite. This iconic. Anyway, hold on. This card is so nice. Oh my gosh. So let's see what this has to say. 46. Aconite. You're facing a difficult or painful decision with no right answer readily available. Yet, in your heart of hearts, you already know what you're going to do. Don't agonize over it for longer than you have to. Named for the hills on which Hercules or Heracles, depending, that fought. I want to pronounce this word Cerberus in the Latin pronunciation so bad, but we're not speaking Latin. So Cerberus, in a short but bloody battle. Aconite promises that there's relief to be had after the brief, challenging fallout of your decision. When things are unbearable, know that this won't last forever. Again, you have a decision to make. It's not a pretty one. It's not, even though this card is very pretty. It's very beautiful. It's not a pretty decision to make. The outcome will probably be really pretty if you do make the right choice. Again, no right answer is apparent right now, which is why you need a trusted advisor, someone that will help you through this and has a third-party perspective. That will be the most help for you, and you need to have someone like this. I swear you do. You need it. So actually, what I'm going to advise for you is, again, some sort of mental clarity. So again, journaling. I do have a supplemental called like Unlock Your Potential. So you can either use the free version that's on my channel, or you can buy the extended or sleep version from me. And that will help you during, like, after you make the decision, or like during your decision time, to make sure that you're on the right track and yeah, you're following your soul's purpose and stuff. That's really what it's for, instead of unlocking your potential. I mean, it does do both, but it's really for following your soul's purpose and igniting that sort of passion-led path, I guess. That's probably the wrong wording for it, but that's what I got right now. But yeah, so definitely, please, if you don't take anything else from this video, get someone that you trust and talk about it. Okay, this is something that's been in your heart for a while, but it's coming up and you can't take it anymore. It's unbearable at this point for you to even continue on the way that you're doing, and you need to move on. You need to move out of this situation. You need to move out of this stagnation It's very much giving stagnant, but in like a very dreamy type of way, if you know what I mean. A very much like imaginative type of way. Like none of this is real. You know what I mean? You're in a fake life, you're in a fake relationship, like, and you're like, where's my real likeness, you know? You're living in a fairy tale and not in a good way. You know, you want your fairy tale, not their fairy tale, you know what I mean? And that could be what this issue is about. Maybe you're like living your lover's path instead of your own. Maybe you're building up their life and you're like, well, my life has basically become your life, you know, what about me and stuff. So I'm just laughing because I keep saying and stuff like it's professional. Anyway, so yeah, you need to just really focus on 1, mental clarity, 2, finding someone that you trust and support, and I would say 3, finding out what your purpose is, because that's really what's going on here. You need to figure out what your soul came here to do and repivot your life towards that. So again, I'm going to reiterate, okay? I'm going to reiterate. You need to, 1, figure out what's going on here, okay? What choice that you need to make. Get some mental clarity on the situation. 2, you need to have someone to support you. Have a trusted advisor. And 3, find out your purpose. And that is the end of your reading. I actually do enjoy this reading a lot. And yeah, I would definitely take you on if you got this pile. So please reach out to me. And we will see what we can do together so that we can help you out of this situation. So yeah, again, this is the end of your reading, and thank you so much for choosing me to deliver this message for you. And we're going to move on to the next group. Welcome, I Ching group, to your monthly reading for October. I'm very excited to give this to you, and so yeah, let's just see what's going on. So we have 3 presents. We have King of Needles, which is presents is pentacles, needles is obviously swords, and we have 4 of presents, and we have Ace of Needles. Right off the bat, we're having a lot of different conflicting energies, okay? We have earth and air, earth and air, earth and air, earth and air. Okay, so we're going to be back and forth quite a bit, just starting out, okay? So let's just keep that in mind. So here's the thing. You're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but it's in like a good way, except for this. You need to get your shit together here. I don't know what's going on with you, but this is unacceptable. Look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is unacceptable behavior and you need to fix it. And you do fix it, but still, you know, like, please don't ever do this. This is so annoying to literally everyone around you and yourself. You put yourself in such a difficult situation when you do this. Anyway, and it's never a good outcome. Anyway. So we have 3 presents here, which is 3 of Pentacles. Maybe you've worked on, so what this is really getting to me is that you are putting food on your table, pretty much. You're having major success and it's starting to build, and it's starting to really like pop off. So what this looks like to me is maybe you're having like a group project at work or something, and it was very successful, and you've both, you know, you all reached your common goal or whatever, and you know, you're just having major success in the workplace. Or maybe you did some volunteer work and, you know, you've got like some love in your heart, but according to this, that's not really what's going on here. So we're going to just say that, like, maybe you have, because this is really fucking you up. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. So again, we have workforce, like group project thing, very successful, or maybe you're going on a business venture or something like that, and very successful, starting out very good or something. Or maybe you're just like working with others to reach a common goal, and it's just like it's being accomplished, you know what I mean? And you're having success within your community, or just like working with someone else. It could be multiple people, it could just be like one person, but you're having success in numbers. But that success is causing you to be egotistical, and I want to call you some names right now, but I'm not going to do that. It's causing you to be very egotistical, very much head up your butt, and it's not cute at all, and you're treating people like terribly because of it. You think you're the hot shit, you think you're just like the world's best ever because of the success, but you're not realizing, you are forgetting that success was caused by other people. Other people brought you there. That wasn't a solo venture. That was a group effort. You know what I mean? Like, you are so... I don't know what happened between you successfully working with others and you just being like this self-centered person. Don't do this. I'm glad that you get over it, but oh my gosh. Don't do this. This like literally could put your whole like success in jeopardy. You need to get this in check. Please do not, because the rest of the month is going great for you. So don't bring this into next month. Get that figured out. Treat people with respect. And don't take sole credit on a group project when you did not do all of the work, okay? So, again, had a successful venture, you're being a prick about it, and now you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. Pretty much Four of Pentacles is usually, about like, sometimes it's about being stingy or something like that, but for me here, because we have Three of Pentacles and it's like, oh, we're like everything is working out, it's just like you're in a good space financially now. Like you're feeling very much confident. You got food on the table for whoever it is that you're providing for. Everything is very much, all of your needs are met. You're very content with this position that you've, recently been put into. And yeah, you're feeling very much inspired, if that makes sense. One thing I would also like to know is that this is a continuation. We see 3 and 4. So this definitely goes together, these two, and then it just like hops back into like the next part. So we have first, middle, and end, if you're wanting to go like on a timeline, or by a timeline. So yeah, I would definitely say that this is a good time for you to, enjoy yourself, enjoy the fruits of your labor. If you feel like you're up, then celebrate. If you feel like you're up, then invest more money in your investments and stuff. But yeah, this is definitely a time to celebrate, even if in the smallest amounts, because you have put yourself in a very good financially stable situation, and this financial stability has given you leeway to do greater things and have more inspiration. So this could be, again, having like that innovative thought, so that that helps you during business adventure, not adventures. What is that word? Ventures. It's just ventures. Business ventures. Or, like in your career or something, maybe you've like done something that's completely just like new and fun and stuff, and you're causing like major success, and you're getting the credit or something like that. You're definitely starting to see different ways to approach your work. This is very much, again, this is very much giving finances. This is not financial advice. Disclaimer. just for the legal part of it. Anyway, yeah, so, oop, I shook you, sorry. Yeah, you're just feeling creative, inspired, and feeling like you can do more. You're very much fed in this, and by fed, I mean, you're cared for, your cup is overflowing. You have everything that you need to the point where your soul is satiated. And you're able to exist in this creative space and fulfill everybody else's needs and wants and desires, and that can potentially get you more money. This can also, again, be that you're, again, financially stable, and now you can focus on things outside of the survival aspect. Maybe you want to go on a painting, if you want to do a painting collection or something like that, or maybe you want to focus on writing and focus on your poetry, focus on any sort of other creative endeavors that you might come across or might want to do. This be a good time. You go out with your friends and stuff, though it's not really giving go out and have fun. It's giving new start, yay. There's so many things that we can do. You're inspired. You want to do something. You want to create something. You want to put energy in motion. That's what this really is going to do. And you want and why I'm saying it's more so innovation is because of the needle. It's kind of on the cutting edge, you know what I mean? That's the phrase that is coming through, cutting edge of innovation or something like that, something that phrase finishes with. But it's very much giving that your creativity is coming back, and in a good way, to the point where it benefits you more financially, as well as it fulfills your soul's wishes and desires as well. So yeah, and again, this for you is you have to move on, you're moving forward. This is for you less in the sense that it's you're holding something back. If anything, this is what you have to let go of and move forward. But it's more so okay, you're doing great, you're moving up, you know what I mean? You're moving up and out, and you're on the move pretty much. I don't know what else to tell you. You're on the come up, and I love that for you. You were on the come up during October. It's very bountiful for you, I must say. Again, ups and downs we see, and this is what I'm talking about. We see, okay, we're working together, we're successful, yay, and then I'm gonna be a terrible human being right now. Okay, well, yeah, I'm providing for my family, woo, all my friends are fed, we're gonna have a party, woo, yay, I'm in a very financially stable situation. Okay, now I'm going to go on this huge creative spree, and everything's good. It's very much giving up and down in terms of energy, not in terms of events, except for this. Guys, please avoid this at all costs. That's my one advice, major advice for you. Get out of this as soon as you can, and keep your head on a level, please, because this will corrupt all of your success if you let it get too far. You can have some sort of arrogance and cockiness to you, but don't let it impact your life to the point where you're disrespecting people and you're you're just an unpleasant person to be around. And don't take people's credit, don't take people's work as your own. Don't plagiarize or take on loan. If you get that song reference, I love you. But yeah, don't do this. Get it together, please. I love you, but get it together. Oh my gosh, don't do this. Anyway, we're gonna pull out your oracle card now. Let's see what you got. We got Clover. That's lovely. I actually love Clover quite a bit. And it's 19, so we'll see. Oh, I love the number 19 as well, because it gives 19, in terms of like numerology, we have the 9, which is, you know, endings and stuff, and then we have the 1, which is a beginning. But they're both like, we have, you know, the 0 before, which is like, you know, like this is the true beginning, like nothing has happened yet, but then we take that first step in the 1. And then with 9, it's like, okay, this is the end, but also you have to do something else, you know, so there's like the potential for something else. But when you put them together, 9 plus 1 is 10, and then we have that full completion, which is like, okay, well, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're like starting something over, we're starting something new. We're at the end right now, but we have that level of inspiration to start something over, like start something else. Oh shit, that was a mouthful. And also lover, and love is in clover. So I just wanted to point that out. Yeah, so I do love clover, and I do love the number 19 as well. But we're getting to the guidebook. Okay, so this says a 4-leaf clover is a rare thing to find, with only one growing for every 10,000 standard clovers. In early Irish Celtic tradition, a 4-leaf clover was believed to protect against misfortune and bestow the power to see fairies. Even today, everyone knows them to be a sign of good fortune to come. Drawing this card does not require any action, thinking, or change from you. It is simply a sign that something fortuitous, however small, is due to come your way. Have faith that there is still some kindness in this world. So the lots are basically on your side. Fortune favors you during October, so make use of it, please. This is like the best thing that you could, you know, this is the best card, like this is the best deck that you could ever pull. Except for this, please get it fixed. I'm gonna keep saying that until you get it through your head, because obviously, you know, you haven't gone through your head, but keep it in mind during the second week of October, or maybe even the first week even. Somewhere in like between like end of first week and like the second week of October. Keep that in mind, because honestly that could ruin your like everything if you're just so egotistical that you like mess it up for everyone, including yourself. Because that's like a huge issue. So please just get in check, even if it is just like a one thing. We know that you have the capacity to do it, you know, again and again and again. So make sure that you take care of that. And hold compassion. Hold compassion. Don't take other people's things. Give intellectual credit where intellectual credit is due. Okay? Again, the lots are pulled in your favor. So, I guess lottery ticket would be good, but again, I don't see that, you know, any gambling. Obviously, things are going out. So if you have like any sort of, ideas that you want to bring forth in the workplace or something like that, or maybe you have like a business that you, or an idea, you know, that you want to fulfill. Maybe you already have a business and you have like a new product that you want to launch or whatever, launch it during this week. I don't care if it's not even finished or something like that. You can get to work at the end of the month, but make sure like, and you know, the third week can be like pre-order or something like that. But make sure, and you know, there's, you know, you're working with other people to get everything done. You got pre-order, and then, you know, you can create your product then, or like, or your service then, you know, whatever it is, you know, bring it up, fulfill it, you know, because it's in your favor. You know, luck is on your side during October, and I love that for you. So again, just keep moving through all of this. Moving in the sense that like move forward, try not to take a step back here. Just keep moving forward and things will, you know, go your way. But again, lottery ticket, and if you win big, I need half, thanks. All right, let's see. Okay, so this is the end of the reading for October. Thank you so much for watching. And if you had any advice, I would suggest that you would do it. if you had any advice in your reading specifically. But yeah, if you want more clarity, you can always book a reading with me in the description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love doing these monthly videos so much. It brings me so much joy just being able to read for you. So again, if you do want to book a reading with me, I highly encourage it for my sake, and also for yours. I just love giving readings. It does fulfill a part of my soul, and it makes me very, very happy. So thank you again so much, and please, if you have any advice, if I gave you any advice that really resonated with you, I suggest that you follow it, and I hope that everything goes well. Even if it didn't seem like it was going well, I hope that it goes at least as smoothly as it possibly can. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you today, and thank you again so much for just like click on this video. It means a lot. Make sure you give it a like and comment if anything does resonate with you, because that would bring me joy too. And again, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. Bye.